thing is that with the development of the light body, which is an evolutionary change that many of us are going through, and if you're listening to this right now and interested in it, you're going through it. And it's a wonderful thing, it's a great thing, and it has challenges. And the body systems, the body chemistry, and even the body construction structurally is being challenged to open up to increased flows of energy. It's being challenged to have an increased capacity to process energy flow. And when we don't open up to that, it can create abnormalities in the chemistry. It can create things like headaches, dizziness, weakness, all kinds of physical maladies, and particularly the ones that when a person goes to the doctor and the doctor says, well, we're not really sure, and we did this test, that test, it could be, maybe it is, then there's a good chance that this is something that's involved in that case. So, and you may have some of those things happening within yourself, emotionally, sometimes feeling very apathetic. It has these effects. So we want to have a way to notice that our system is trying to accommodate greater flows of energy, expansion of the, what we call at the basic level, the outer body, which is changing, evolving into the light body, and to help through connecting our consciousness to it to allow it. So one of the prime levels of this is to notice these movements, because in most cases for people that are interested in these things, it's trying to expand that range. And at this level, which we call the proprioceptive level, one fraction of a millimeter can be a huge change of distance. And when we feel it through proprioception, it also feels much more than just a fraction of a millimeter. It may feel like centimeters of movement, because the perception of range and depth is different when we connect into our proprioception perception, we could say, or proprioceptive awareness. So when we feel that motion of the cranial movement, we can allow it. But we also will notice, and what will come up and also may be challenging, is what was restricting it. Because a lot of times it's emotional restriction, it's chemical restriction, it's psychological restriction. What's going on at the subconscious, unconscious level is holding, gripping inside. And then once you notice that and let it go, the range increases. And then also we may notice how those things are acting out in our life at different levels. And so there's the challenge to let go. And when we let go, things move around, things change. And change sometimes also has its challenge to it. In most cases, when you connect on your own, self-correction of the cranial system is not only correcting these imbalances for the physical level, the human level, but also what is trying to take place at the evolutionary level and in the completion of the light body and also the light body vehicle. This is something that we can produce way more efficiently through our own connecting, rather than having someone come from the outside. I'm not saying it's not possible through a very, very sensitive and very developed practitioner. However, I think that most practitioners can correct this therapeutic level, but this other level is really something that we need to connect to and do on our own. And everything is not conceptual. A lot of what you will realize as these kind of restrictions let go, as the range increases, also our consciousness is expanding. So it's not going to be all conceptual. Some of it's going to be intuitive. We're going to receive impressions. We have also this reverse perception that conceptual is real and intuition is something that's kind of symbolic, but it's actually the reverse, where intuitive is more real and impressions are even more potent than even intuition. Anyway, that's, I think, the value and the hidden value of learning how to perceive the cranial rhythm, apply it in different ways throughout the body, throughout the cranium, throughout the spine. There's some very interesting spinal changes that take place when we allow the movement to increase in the physical spine. If each vertebrae is moving with this cranial rhythm, and we can allow that, and we can empower it, and it just takes us to a whole new level of understanding.